Forget the blood-soaked savagery of the World Eaters. Forget the decadent nightmares of the Emperor's children. The true mystery, the legion that may have betrayed humanity to save it, is the Alpha Legion, the 20th, the Hydra, the two-headed serpent whose motives remain hidden even 10,000 years later. Was their betrayal madness, or the most brilliant sacrifice in the history of the galaxy? The Alpha Legion was the last of the Emperor's creations, the 20th Legion. They arrived late to the Great Crusade, and from the start they fought differently. No thunderous charges, no glorious lines of ceramite crashing into the enemy. Instead, sabotage, insurgency, false flags, entire populations turned into weapons before the first bolter fired. They were the whisper before the storm, the poison in the well, the assassin in your council chamber. And at their head, Alpharius, or was it Omegon? Twins, one Primarch split in two, the smallest of the Emperor's sons, but the most enigmatic. A master of deception so complete that even his own legion often had no idea whether they were looking at their Primarch or just another warrior wearing his face. Their motto, Hydra Dominatus, many heads, one purpose. Cut off one, two more rise. In other words, good luck figuring out what's real. But if the Alpha Legion were already masters of lies, it took the greatest deceivers in the galaxy to turn them against the Emperor. Enter the Cabal, not a legion, not an empire, but a cabal of ancient alien seers and shadowy immortals. Xenos prophets, twisted survivors of countless wars against chaos, and one human perpetual named John Grammaticus, the man who could speak any tongue, slip into any mind, and who just wouldn't stay dead. The Cabal claimed they had seen the future, two futures. In one, the Emperor wins, humanity endures, for 10,000 years of tyranny, stagnation, and blood sacrifice. In that timeline, chaos feeds endlessly, growing fat on the misery of a galaxy enslaved, and eventually the dark gods devour everything. In the other, Horus wins. The Imperium burns, mankind is shattered, billions perish in fire, but with humanity's extinction, chaos starves. The galaxy, they said, is saved. So, the Cabal offered Alpharius and Omegon a choice. Betray the Emperor now, side with Horus, let humanity die quickly, so that chaos itself would die forever. The most utilitarian deal in history. Genocide now, salvation later. And Alpharius listened, or pretended to. This is the heart of the Alpha Legion's myth. Did they truly believe the Cabal's vision? Or did they simply see an opportunity to play a bigger game? Nobody knows. What we do know is that the Alpha Legion turned. On Istvan V, they stood shoulder to shoulder with Horus's traitors. Their infiltration, their sabotage, their intelligence networks, all bent now, not against Xenos empires, but against their own brothers. Yet even in betrayal, the Alpha Legion never fought like the others. While Angron screamed and Fulgrim indulged, Alpharius's sons worked with surgical precision. They cut the throat of the Imperium in silence. They seeded cults, toppled defenses, and sowed paranoia everywhere they went. And perhaps the cruelest trick of all? Sometimes they destroyed chaos cults too. Sometimes they fought to protect Imperial worlds. Were they traitors? Or loyalists disguised as traitors? The Hydra never answers. The Alpha Legion's story is a labyrinth of contradictions. In the novel Praetorian of Dawn, Alpharius himself faces Rogel Dorn, Primarch of the Imperial Fists. In the end, Alpharius is slain. Or is he? Some say it was truly Alpharius. Others whisper it was only a double, a stand-in. Some even claim Omegon lived on, leading the Legion in secret. The Hydra has many heads. Who can say which one you've cut off? Later texts muddy the waters even further. In Alpharius, head of the Hydra, The Primarch himself admits that every story you've ever heard may be a lie, that his own account cannot be trusted. In classic Alpha Legion fashion, the truth itself is just another mask. And what of John Grammaticus, the Cabal's perpetual pawn? His story doesn't end with Alpharius. Later, the Cabal sent him on a darker mission to kill a Primarch with a shard of pure warp-killing energy, the Fulgurite. His target, Vulcan of the Salamanders. Grammaticus wrestled with that burden, torn between loyalty to his alien masters and the last tatters of his humanity. In the end, even his role becomes another question mark, another thread in the Hydra's endless knot of lies. 10,000 years later, the Alpha Legion endures, not as warbands screaming for the dark gods, but as shadows in the galaxy. They topple governments, raise rebellions, assassinate leaders, sometimes for chaos, sometimes against it. No one knows what they're really fighting for. Are they the galaxy's greatest traitors, or its most secret saviors? Maybe both. Maybe neither. Maybe that's exactly what they want you to wonder. The Alpha Legion is not here to give you answers. They are here to ask one question. What if betrayal was the only way to win? Hydra Dominatus, brothers. If you want the full story of the galaxy's most mysterious legion, stay, subscribe, and prepare for more heresy.